Welcome back to the JF channel, coin lovers and treasure hunters. Today we're diving deep into the world of American coin collecting and focusing on one of the most fascinating and potentially valuable pennies you may have in your change jar right now. Yes, we're talking about the 1995 Lincoln cent, but not just any 1995 penny. We're looking at the Ultra Lincoln pennies, the rare varieties, the ones with hidden details, incredible historical background, and those that have shocked collectors by selling for hundreds of dollars, some reaching over $442 and potentially much more depending on condition, error, and demand. If you've got a 1995 penny lying around, don't overlook it. It could be your gateway to serious profit and a glimpse into U.S. mint history. From the humble beginnings of the Lincoln cent in 1909 to the mysteries of modern minting errors, this video will explore everything you need to know about this underrated 1-cent coin. So grab your magnifying glass, get your coin flips ready, and let's dive into the story and hidden value of the 1995 Lincoln cent that might just make you richer than you expected. The Lincoln cent is one of the most iconic coins in U.S. history. Introduced in 1909, this penny replaced the Indian head cent and was issued to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the Lincoln penny became the first regular-issue American coin to feature a real person. Over the decades, the design has seen several changes. From the original wheat ears on the reverse to the Lincoln Memorial introduced in 1959 and later the shield reverse in 2010, the coin has remained in continuous production for more than a century. But among these billions of pennies minted, certain years and varieties stand out, and 1995 is one of them. Especially the rare double-die obverse and the high-grade, ultra specimens, which can fetch hundreds of dollars in today's collector market. Let's zoom in on the 1995 Lincoln penny. This year, over 6 billion pennies were minted. So why is it special? The answer lies in two main factors: errors and condition. The most well-known variety from this year is the 1995 double-die obverse, dramatic and visible doubling of the word liberty and "In God We Trust" on the front of the coin. Unlike some other double dies that require magnification, the doubling on the 1995 DDO is noticeable with the naked eye in many cases. Coins with this doubling, especially those in mint state condition, have sold for $100 to over $500, with exceptionally clean and high-grade specimens certified by PCGS or NGC fetching even more. Now add the layer of rarity with an ultra Lincoln cent, a term used by collectors to describe exceptional strikes, deep cameo contrasts, proof-like finishes, or unique errors like off-center strikes, die breaks, cut errors, clipped planchets, or repunched mint marks. These unusual traits can skyrocket the value far beyond normal market price. Some high-grade 1995 pennies with unique characteristics have been known to sell for $442, $525, and even beyond $1,000, especially during auctions or when bought by private collectors looking to complete rare error collections. Double-die obverse, look for strong doubling in Liberty, Indiana God We Trust, and the date 1995. These are easily spotted and heavily sought after. Off-center strikes, if the design is shifted noticeably off-center 5%, 10%, 15%, or more, values can rise quickly, especially if the date is fully visible. Clipped planchet, a small piece of the coin's edge appears to be bitten off. These planchet errors are rare and collectible. Cud errors, a cud is a raised blob of metal on the rim of the coin caused by a broken die. These can occur in many years, but 1995 cuds are especially collectible in pristine condition. Repunched mint mark, if you have a 1995 D penny and notice signs of a second, lighter impression of the D mint mark, that's a repunched mint mark. These varieties often go unnoticed and can be very profitable. Die cracks and die chips, fine cracks appearing across the coin surface or small blobs in unexpected places, like Lincoln's eye, cheek, or letters, are called die cracks or chips. These coins are popular with error enthusiasts. Proof-like or ultra finish, if your 1995 penny has a mirrored surface and sharp detail, it may have a proof-like strike, especially if it was struck with fresh dies. Though not official proofs, these coins can bring high premiums for their aesthetic appeal. Section 4, Grading and Value, 15 to 2000 hours. The value of your 1995 penny depends heavily on its grade and whether it has a rare error or feature. Here's a quick value guide. Circulated normal 1995 penny, 1 cent to 10 cents. 1995 DDO circulated, $20 to $601,995 DDO MS65 or higher. $150 to $500 plus 1995 ultra rare error varieties. $100 to $442 plus certified coins with errors or PL finish can exceed $1,000 in rare cases. Make sure to check your coin's condition. Coins graded by PCGS, NGC, or ANAX with verified errors will always sell for more. Keep your coins in flips or holders to preserve their condition. Let's talk about real sales and current market demand. A 1995 DDO in MS67 red sold for $552 at Heritage Auctions. A certified double die with strong eye appeal recently sold for $442 on eBay. A raw but sharp specimen with clear doubling sold for $325 despite not being certified. And error coins like an off-center 1995 penny have gone for $180 to $600 depending on grade and strike. Collectors are always on the hunt for these coins, especially as more people enter the hobby and try to build complete error collections. The demand is strong and prices continue to hold steady, with some coins climbing over time. Inspect with a magnifier, look for doubling, errors, and mint marks. Check the coin's condition. Redder, shinier coins are more desirable. Weigh it. Standard weight is 2.5 grams for copper-plated zinc coins. Anything heavier may be a wrong planchet. Get it graded. If your coin seems rare or in perfect condition, submit it to PCGS or NGC. List it on eBay or auction. Take clear photos, describe the error, and be honest. Rare coins do best in auctions. The 1995 Lincoln cent might be just a common penny at first glance, but with the right variety, error, or condition, it could be worth hundreds or even thousands. Whether you're a casual collector or a dedicated numismatist, this coin is a shining example of hidden treasure in everyday currency. So next time you get change back from the store, don't just toss that penny aside. Take a closer look. You might be holding history or even your next big payday. If you found this video helpful or interesting, please like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss a rare coin update. Drop a comment below if you found a 1995 Lincoln cent or any cool error coin. We'd love to hear your story. Thanks for watching, happy collecting, and we'll see you in the next hunt. Watch next. Top 10 most valuable modern pennies. Don't forget to check your change. $1 million coins still in circulation? Subscribe now for weekly rare coin videos. Would you like a thumbnail design or video description to go with the script? Today, collectors around the world are hunting these pennies. Online marketplaces like eBay, auction sites like Heritage Auctions, and live coin shows are showcasing 1996 pennies that are skyrocketing in price. It's no longer a penny, it's a hidden asset. It's pocket change turned profit point. One seller listed a 1996 penny for $442 and it sold. The coin had strong luster, was nearly flawless, and had that special ultra-red finish collectors crave. But wait, what does red, brown, and brown mean in coin collecting? When pennies are graded, they're also judged by color, specifically how much original mint red luster remains on the surface. Red RD coins have 95% or more of their original copper brilliance. These are the most valuable. Red brown RB coins have about 25 to 95% of their red tone. Brown BN coins have lost their original luster and appear more chocolate or dark brown. A 1996 D in MS67 RD is worth far more than one in MS67 BN. That red shine can be the difference between a penny worth a few cents and a coin worth hundreds. So what should you be looking for in your change or collection? Here are 5 quick tips. Look for the D mint markinley coins from Denver with the D are part of this specific group. Check the coin's surface clean, scratch-free. Uncirculated examples are far more valuable. Watch for errors. Anything odd could mean serious value. Use a magnifying glass. Details matter in grading and error detection. Keep them safe. Use coin flips or capsules to avoid damage, even if you're not a seasoned collector. Finding a 1996 Lincoln penny in near-perfect condition can be the beginning of your numismatic journey. A coin once dismissed as ordinary now holds secrets worth hundreds of dollars. It's more than copper and zinc. It's history. It's rarity. It's hidden value in plain sight. Next time you see a pendant, ignore it. Look at the date. Look for the D. Look for perfection. That 1 cent might just be your $442 treasure. Are you ready to search your pocket change because someone out there just found one and it wasn't who you'd expect? Could you be next? If you enjoyed this deep dive into the world of valuable coins, smash that like button, subscribe for more incredible coin stories, and hit the bell so you never miss a chance to discover your own hidden fortune. Comment below, have you found a 1996 D Lincoln cent worth money? This is your host, signing off. Until next time, keep your eyes on your change because history is hiding in your pocket. End screen. Related coin videos, playlist links, social media handles. Would you like a thumbnail title, tags, or video description to go with this script? Today, we are diving deep into a truly fascinating story, a story hidden in your pocket change. We're talking about the 1985 Lincoln cent, a coin you may have seen hundreds of times, but did you know some rare varieties of the 1985 penny can be worth as much as $443 or even more? That's right, what looks like an ordinary 1-cent coin could secretly be a valuable collector's item with a surprising backstory and major market demand. So grab your coin jars, get comfortable, and stay tuned because by the end of this video, you'll know everything there is to know about the 1985 Lincoln penny, from its minting secrets and design history to the rare varieties, coin grading, market prices, and the hidden clues that could turn a copper-colored coin into a mini fortune. This is not just about coins, this is about history, economics, and a true modern-day treasure hunt that anyone can join. Let's rewind to 1985, the year the Lincoln cent was minted in the United States during the Ronald Reagan era. The Cold War was ongoing, the economy was stabilizing, and technology was beginning to boom. But while major changes were happening globally, the humble Lincoln cent continued its legacy in American pockets. The Lincoln penny had already been circulating since 1909. Originally designed by Victor David Brenner to honor President Abraham Lincoln, America's 16th president. By 1985, it had already undergone several changes, but the key elements remained: the profile of Lincoln on the obverse and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse. Introduced in 1959 to celebrate Lincoln's 150th birthday, but here's where it gets interesting. In 1982, just a few years before our coin of focus, the U.S. Mint made a huge change, switching the penny's composition from 95% copper to a mostly zinc core with a thin copper coating due to rising copper prices. That shift created a major metallic distinction that carried over into the coins of 1983, 1984, and yes, 1985. Even though all 1985 pennies look the same to the naked eye, there are multiple versions made with different minting conditions, striking errors, and metal weights, and those differences are what can make a penny worth hundreds of dollars today. Now let's talk about mint marks and varieties, which are critical in identifying valuable 1985 Lincoln cents. 1985 No mint mark minted in Philadelphia. 1985 D minted in Denver. 1985 S the proof coin minted in San Francisco. Here's the kicker: over 5.2 billion 1985 Lincoln cents were struck in Philadelphia, over 5.2 billion in Denver, and about 3.3 million proofs in San Francisco. So yes, there are billions out there, but only a tiny fraction are worth big money. What separates a regular penny from one worth $443 or more? Mint errors: doubled dies, off-center strikes, die cracks, cut breaks, and struck-through grease errors are the top categories. These minting mistakes can significantly increase a penny's value. Condition: a 1985 penny in circulated condition might fetch a few cents, but a mint state coin graded MS 65 or higher can be worth hundreds of dollars. Coins with no signs of wear, sharp details, and rich luster are what collectors are chasing. Ultra-rare varieties: there are rumors and reports of 1985 pennies with extreme doubling on the Liberty, In God We Trust, and the date, and if confirmed, these coins can skyrocket in value. Zinc versus copper: some early 1985 cents may have mistakenly been struck on leftover bronze planchets, creating a rare composition error. These coins are heavier than their zinc counterparts and worth investigating. So how can you check if your 1985 Lincoln penny is worth a small fortune? Step 1. Look for errors. Use a magnifying glass or microscope to examine the lettering, date, and Lincoln's face for any doubling, unusual lines, or missing details. Step 2. Weigh your coin. A standard 1985 penny made of zinc should weigh around 2.5 grams. If your coin weighs closer to 3.1 grams, you may have a rare copper planchet error. That difference alone could boost its value. Step 3. Check the condition. Put your penny under a light and check for luster, scratches, and strike sharpness. The fewer blemishes and the more mirror-like the surface, the higher the coin's grade. Look for professional grading. If your coin looks perfect or contains visible errors, consider sending it to PCGS or NGC for professional grading and authentication. A coin graded MS67 red can be worth hundreds. Let's talk about real money. A 1985 D penny graded MS67 red sold for $443 at a public auction. Another 1985 P Lincoln cent with a visible die crack was sold online for over $250. Proof coins with perfect mirror-like surfaces and no flaws have crossed $300 to $400 in private collections. The demand for error coins and pristine-grade Lincoln cents is growing fast, especially among younger collectors and online marketplaces like eBay and Heritage auctions. And remember, as copper prices rise, even common Lincoln cents from the early 80s are gaining interest, especially with those rare, high-copper content planchets. If you think you have a valuable 1985 penny, what do you do next? Research current listings on eBay, PCGS, and Heritage auctions. Join coin forums and Facebook groups to connect with experienced collectors. Get your coin graded to officially certify its condition and boost its market value. Consider auctions if the coin is ultra rare. They often bring competitive bids from serious buyers, and if you're collecting or investing, consider holding onto top-grade coins as rarity and demand increase. Values tend to appreciate over time. So there you have it, the hidden story of the 1985 Lincoln penny. A coin that's been passed from hand to hand, tossed in jars, and often overlooked, yet in the right condition or with the right error, it could be worth hundreds of dollars today and possibly more tomorrow. The 1985 1-cent coin is more than just change. It's a piece of American history, a potential investment, and a gateway to the world of coin collecting. Now it's your turn. Go through your change, check your jars, and inspect every penny. That 1-cent coin could be the ticket to your next treasure discovery. And if you found this video helpful or entertaining, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more awesome coin stories, rare finds, and insider collecting tips every week. Until next time, happy hunting, and may your next penny be worth a fortune. Don't miss out on more rare coin videos. Subscribe now and join the treasure hunting community. Share your finds in the comments. We might feature your coin in our next video. Let me know if you'd like a thumbnail title, description, or voiceover version of the script. Today, we're diving deep into the captivating world of the 1983 Lincoln Ultra Penny, a coin that looks ordinary at first glance, but holds a hidden fortune for collectors, historians, and investors alike. Welcome to the channel, where coins aren't just pocket change, they're treasure maps of history and hidden wealth. Stay with us, because what you're about to hear might change the way you see every penny in your pocket forever. Cut to coin zoom in. 1983 Lincoln cent glowing effect narrator. The year is 1983. Ronald Reagan is president. Compact discs have just launched. Gas is under $1. And somewhere in a U.S. mint facility, a small copper-coated coin is struck 19 millimeters in diameter, featuring the iconic image of President Abraham Lincoln. At first, it was just another coin in circulation, part of millions, even billions. But what nobody knew was that among these coins, a few mysterious versions were produced, now known as the 1983 Ultra Lincoln pennies. Why Ultra? Because these are no ordinary coins. These are coins with unique characteristics, rare production errors, and most importantly, massive collector demand in today's market. Cut to Lincoln Memorial close-up on the reverse narrator. Let's start with the basics. The 1983 Lincoln cent is part of the long-running Lincoln Memorial design, used from 1959 to 2008. The obverse, or front, displays the profile of Abraham Lincoln, the 16th President of the United States, a design originally created by Victor David Brenner in 1909 to celebrate Lincoln's 100th birthday. On the reverse, the stately Lincoln Memorial, standing strong, designed by Frank Gasparo. If you look closely, you can even see a tiny statue of Lincoln seated between the columns, a tribute to detail that makes coin design an art form in itself. But what makes 1983 stand out? Dramatic pause, slide transition to historical context. 1983 was a turning point for the U.S. Mint. Just 1 year earlier, in 1982, the composition of pennies changed forever. For decades, U.S. pennies were made mostly of copper. But due to rising copper prices, the mint decided to switch from 95% copper to a cheaper blend, 97.5% zinc, coated with a thin layer of copper. So in 1983, the very first full year of this new composition, millions of zinc core pennies were produced. But errors occurred. Some were struck on the older copper planchets accidentally or intentionally, creating ultra-rare transitional errors. These errors are the gold mine of 1983 penny collectors. And then there's the ultra-Lincoln, a term used to describe particularly sharp strike specimens with extreme clarity, perfect surfaces, or unusual minting characteristics that make them stand out dramatically from the rest. Close-up of mint mark, P for Philadelphia narrator. Now focus on the mint mark. Most 1983 pennies were struck at the Philadelphia Mint and carry no mint mark. Others, from Denver, show a small D under the year. But the real magic isn't just in the mark, it's in the error types. Collectors hunt 1983 pennies for things like double die reverse, DDR, where the letters, especially 1 cent, United States, or E pluribus unum, show distinct doubling under magnification, sometimes even with the naked eye. Clipped, where part of the coin is missing from the edge, misaligned images that miss the center during minting. Copper transitional errors. These are the holy grail. Most 1983 pennies should be zinc, but a few were struck on copper planchets left over from 1982. If yours weighs about 3.1 grams instead of 2.5 grams, you may be holding a copper treasure. Market analysis chart, coin values climbing over time narrator. So let's talk numbers. A typical 1983 penny in circulated condition might be worth face value 1 cent. But a 1983 double die reverse penny in uncirculated condition has sold for over $400, with some mint state examples exceeding $1,000 at auction. And the rarest of the rare, a 1983 copper transitional error, once fetched more than $15,000 in a private collector sale. Today, collectors are offering up to $443 or more for premium condition 1983 Lincoln pennies with strong strikes, dramatic doubling, or flawless mint surfaces. It's not just hype. This is a real, growing market. Coin grading companies like PCGS and NGC have officially recognized these coins, and collectors across the world are adding 1983 specimens to their personal vaults. Scene: Coin Grading Lab White Gloves. Magnifier narrator. But how do you know if your penny is special? Here's what you do. Step 1. Weigh it. Use a precision digital scale. If it weighs around 3.1 grams, it might be a rare copper error. Step 2. Check for doubling. Use a jeweler's loupe or coin magnifier. Look closely at the reverse text, especially 1 cent and United States of America. Step 3. Look at the condition. The fewer scratches and marks, the more it's worth. Uncirculated coins, ones that were never spent, are worth far more. Step 4. Get it graded. If you suspect you have something rare, send it to a professional grading service. A certified grade could turn your 1 cent coin into a 4-figure investment. Scene: Viewer holding coin with surprise face narrator. Imagine flipping through your piggy bank or that old coin jar on the shelf and suddenly discovering a 1983 Lincoln Ultra penny worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. It happens more often than you think. One lucky collector picked up a rare 1983 penny in a local flea market and later sold it for $2,800 after grading. Another found theirs in pocket change at a gas station, and today, it could be you. Closing scene: background music fades and softly narrator. The world of coin collecting is full of mystery, history, and incredible value hidden in plain sight. The 1983 Lincoln penny may seem small, but it holds stories of America, of transition, of error and perfection, and of value beyond face. So the next time you see a penny lying on the sidewalk, don't walk past it. Pick it up, flip it over, check the date, because that 1983 Lincoln cent could be the lucky penny that changes your life. Have a rare penny? Drop your coin details in the comments. Want more videos like this? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for weekly deep dives into rare coins, their stories, and their current market value. Thanks for watching. And remember, every coin tells a story. What's in your pocket? Would you like a version of the script in Urdu, a thumbnail design, or a video title/description bundle as well? Today, we are diving deep into one of the most intriguing, mysterious, and potentially profitable coins in U.S. history, the 1982 Lincoln 1-cent penny. Not just any penny, we're talking about the 1982 Ultra Lincoln penny, a coin that, to the untrained eye, might look like pocket change, but in the world of numismatics, it could be hiding a value of hundreds of dollars, and in certain rare conditions, It has even been connected to values around $443 or more in the collector's market. So stay tuned, because in this video we are going to uncover the hidden history of the 1982 Lincoln cent, break down why 1982 was a landmark year in U.S. coin minting, explain how to identify the valuable ultra-rare versions, and of course, explore the real-world market prices collectors are paying right now for this fascinating coin. Whether you're new to coin collecting or a seasoned expert, you won't want to miss this one. Let's jump right in. Chapter 1: A defining moment in penny history. The year 1982 was not just another year for the humble U.S. penny. It was a historic turning point in the materials used to make one of the most iconic coins in America. Until the year, for over 120 years, U.S. pennies were traditionally made of 95% copper, a metal that was becoming increasingly expensive by the late 20th century. Inflation, metal shortages, and production costs were pressing down hard on the U.S. mint. And by 1982, the decision was finally made to change the composition of the penny for good. That year, the U.S. mint switched from heavy, high-cost copper coins to zinc coins with a thin copper plating. But here's the twist: the change didn't happen all at once. Instead, 1982 became a year of transition, and as a result, 7 different varieties of the 1982 Lincoln cent were produced, and yes, 1 or 2 of those are worth serious money today. Chapter 2: The 1982 Lincoln penny varieties. Know them. So what made 1982 so unique? The U.S. Mint produced a total of 7 different types of pennies that year, and they can be identified based on 3 key factors: copper or zinc composition, large date or small date varieties, mint location, either Philadelphia or Denver. Here are the 7 known 1982 varieties. 1982 large date copper, 1982 small date copper, 1982 large date zinc, 1982 small date zinc, 1982 D large date copper, 1982 D large date zinc, 1982 D small date zinc. But here's where things get interesting. In 2016, a coin collector discovered something that stunned the numismatic world: a previously unknown 1982 D small date copper penny. That coin shouldn't exist, yet it did, and it sold at auction for over $18,000. That's right, an ordinary-looking 1-cent coin was actually a treasure in disguise. The reason? This coin was a minting error, a transition anomaly, a true ultra-rare piece, and it opened the floodgates for collectors to start combing through their old pennies in search of their own hidden fortune. Chapter 3: The Ultra 1982 Lincoln Pennies. How to spot one worth money? So now the $1 million question, or maybe the $443 question: how do you identify a valuable 1982 Ultra Lincoln penny? Let's break it down step by step. Weigh the coin. Copper pennies weigh approximately 3.11 grams. Zinc pennies weigh only 2.5 grams. Use a precise digital scale and weigh your 1982 penny. If it's heavier than 3 grams, it's copper. If it's under 2.6 grams, it's likely zinc. Step 2. Check the date size. Look closely at the 1982 date on the front of the coin. The small date features a slightly more compact 2, and the 8 has more rounded loops. It takes a sharp eye or a magnifying glass, but you'll learn to spot the difference quickly. Step 3. Look for the mint marker. D below the date indicates the Denver mint. No mark means it's from Philadelphia. Now here's the key. If you find a 1982 D small date copper penny that weighs around 3.1 grams, you may have found the rare one. And even a 1982 small date zinc in pristine condition can still be worth a lot, especially if it's graded MS67 or higher. Chapter 4: Market value. How much is a 1982 penny worth today? Let's talk numbers, because this is where it gets exciting. Most 1982 pennies in circulated condition are worth, well, a penny. But when we're talking about ultra-rare varieties, especially those in high mint state grades, things change dramatically. Here are some examples from real market auctions and collector sales. 1982 D small date copper sold for over $18,000,1982. Small date zinc MS67 red sold for $4,431,982. Large date copper MS67 valued at $50, $1501982. D large date zinc MS66 red sells for $20, $75, and the list goes on. The condition, the rarity, and even the color of the coin, red, red-brown, or brown, make a big difference in pricing. So yes, a 1982 Lincoln penny you find in your pocket could be worth hundreds of dollars or more if it's the right type and in great shape. And many collectors are still looking every day in their change jars and old coin rolls. Chapter 5. What do you do if you think you found one? So what if you believe you found one of these ultra-rare 1982 Lincoln cents? Weigh it to determine copper versus zinc. Use magnification to examine the date and mint mark. Handle it carefully. Never clean or scratch the coin. Submit to a grading service like PCGS or NGC for certification. Join coin forums or visit a local coin shop to compare and ask questions. Stay up to date with eBay listings, auction house records, and collector market trends. Some people are even turning this into a hobby, buying sealed coin rolls from banks and hunting through them one by one in search of valuable 1982 pennies and other hidden treasures. Closing. Final THOUGHTS. The 1982 Lincoln penny is a perfect reminder that history is sometimes hiding in plain sight. One of the most common coins in America became a source of fascination and value simply because of a year of change, a year of transformation from copper to zinc, from old to new, from ordinary to rare. So check your piggy banks. Open that old jar of coins. Search those rolls from the bank. Because who knows, you might just find a 1982 ultra penny that turns out to be worth hundreds, maybe even thousands of dollars. Don't forget to like this video, share it with fellow collectors, and subscribe to the channel for more deep dives into the history, value, and secrets of rare coins. Hit that notification bell so you never miss a chance to uncover your next hidden treasure. Thanks for watching, and as always, happy collecting. If you'd like, I can also help you write the thumbnail text, description, and tags for this video to boost its search performance.